Hello, everybody. Hopefully this thing is working. But welcome back to Extra Life. And it is indeed working because I can now see my desktop in two places instead of the normal one.
Yeah.
So I am joined, of course, by our host, the wonderful skull902, and by Tails the Proud.
Hello, everyone.
I'm back.
Yes, indeed. So far it's been a very productive Extra Life. We're already way past our initial goals. We're at $505. Of course, if you guys have the means and wish to, the links to donate are in the chat. That being said, I'm going to attempt to not make an absolute fool of myself in a wonderful game. I did actually put some practice into this one, unlike last year when I just decided that Blinding Shadow was gonna be a good idea. The Master Emerald is returned to Angel Light. This music, though.
Gotta give some big love. Excuse me. Gotta give some big love to Noah Copeland, who did this awesome fan remake as well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, seriously, like, good job. Kudos to you, Noah, and thank you so much for providing this amazing like fan remake of a very classic game, and very enjoyable too. Very well done.
Very much so. I was actually really excited to come back to this game, and one of the things that just really awestrucks me is I've played the original, the Game Gear version, of course, and this is simultaneously very close to the original source material. Oh, I need to switch to Tails. And has its own flavor too, but it doesn't feel out of place. Like, it feels like a genuine Genesis game would.
Exactly.
For true. So welcome in to Y and Sonic Boom. Welcome back. We got DP back with us too. And ENC may be back later. We'll definitely see about that. As Dylan's playing Sonic Triple C here. I do want to take the time to apologize for how the donation bar has been working so far tonight. The number is correct right now, but we don't quite know if it'll stay that way. So
yeah.
We're still going to be checking in on donations manually, just in case. But
it is worth noting, guys, that just like when you were on, I currently can't see the chat nor donations, so I will require assistance in that sake.
Yeah, I'll definitely have you covered on
perfect
both rounds there.
I think,
yeah,
for sure.
We gotcha.
But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Extra Life, we're raising some money for a wonderful cause. Having some fun, probably making a fool of myself. Let's go.
But that's the best part, Dylan.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is I haven't done a stream in for, like, ever, so I'm actually looking forward to this.
And of course we have the French crab meats from Sonic 2 on the Game Gear.
Yep.
But nah, it's all good. Listen, there's no bigger making a fool of themselves than skull902 when skull902.
I mean, as TTP put it, that's honestly just part of the fun. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's the flavor, you know?
I will fully admit that I did not mean to switch to Sonic there. That was honestly a dumb move, but we roll.
You roll like Sonic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only the beginning. There's still plenty of time for our boy to get good screen time.
Oh. Well,
Except for there, maybe.
yeah, no, that was just, that was embarrassing. Sorry, Tails. There you go.
Sorry, buddy. We love you.
Alright. There we go.
Sure was, Boom. So Dylan, I take it that, like, how are we gonna be, doing this, this run here? You're gonna just go the quick way, kind of like how I did with Mario 3, or are we going Chaos Emerald if you can help it?
I am going to attempt to go Chaos Emeralds if I can help it. If we start running low on time, or I just run out of patience, then probably we'll abandon the Chaos Emeralds and just go for normal completion.
Gotcha. So, may or may not have the extra boss.
Correct. Yeah, because I purposely left that open. Because I did not want to be like, oh, I'm definitely gonna do it, and then wind up running out of time and being like, fuck.
You know, it's like when Kay and I streamed this many a year ago. I was really thinking, oh man, I'll have enough time to just beat everything, and then the last normal boss beat my ass so bad, I was like, you know what,
Yeah.
really.
The last couple of bosses.
Vinny's already on. I really don't want to, be on at the same time. Speaking of that one, actually, always seeing these special stages reminds me of the story that she told during one of them, where she just ran into a lost dog or something.
There are some neat little Easter eggs in this game.
Skull902. If TTP and I are coming in doubled, then
Oh, son of
that'll be something that
I had a
that'll be
fear
an
that
audio
would
thing
happen.
on Dylan's part.
Yeah. It's because of how I'm capturing the audio for Triple Trouble. I had a fear that that would happen. Thank you for letting me know. I will fix that in just a second here, everybody.
Yeah, not to worry, Swift.
So,
We'll be back to normal.
Turn that off. Alright, guys, say something.
Hello, I am skull902, hello.
Okay, cool. So I can still hear you, which means they should still be able to hear you, and not doubled this time. Please let me know, if you can hear them, if the audio mixing needs a bit of adjustment, all that fun
Hello,
jazz.
chat. Hello,
Yes. No doubles, Waz says. That's good.
Yay!
chat. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's just because the way I had this set up was to run with my capture card, so I don't have to worry about audio doubling, but fucking, because I'm capturing my monitor and I have it listening to the same earphone jack that I'm plugged into, it duped everything.
Yep.
So that's my bad. Wouldn't be a stream without a technical difficulty.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. I say that too, Dylan. it's not a TTP stream without some sort of tech difficulty.
Yeah, I might be a tech guy, but I am not at all immune to technical difficulties. If anything, I seem to attract them as if I'm a magnet for them.
Yes. Exactly.
Come in, Rabbit.
Hey.
Hi. Hey, Rabbit.
Hello?
Yeah, Rabbit will be on next with Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit.
Oh man.
So we got 2 retro throwbacks in a row here, actually.
Yeah.
I'll get to say ass and fuck a lot.
Well, I mean, mean, you can do that on an average day, but you'll have a reason for it.
Well, yeah, it'll be more applicable to the day. There we go.
Yeah. You're good.
It'll count as a reference when you do it
Yeah.
on the nerd.
Right.
Otherwise, you should be saying ass and fuck on a Sonic stream, and that's a big no-no, as everybody knows.
I don't really care.
Man.
I was just gonna say.
Not on my
just watching,
streams.
I was just watching like Oni Plays' Let's Play of Sonic Heroes, and they were talking about like Dr. Smegman for like 5 minutes. So.
God.
But yeah, no,
Okay,
I
but
usually.
dude, like, what if instead of robots, Dr. Eggman was just all about, you know, bodily fluids, right?
Yeah, like I haven't streamed in forever because A, I haven't had time, and B, I didn't figure anybody would bother to watch. But when I do, I don't even bother with filtering. It's just like, all right, if I want to swear, I'm gonna swear.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I'm too
swear.
I'm too predisposed to my own terrible fucking filthy mouth.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Well, the funny thing is, and I've told this to a couple of folks at work, but my grandfather was a sailor in the Navy, and the phrase sailor mouth is very true. And my mother swears worse than he does. So, yeah, I didn't have a chance in hell. Like, I was very much brought up with swears are word seasoning.
They're sentence enhancers.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
The only time it really matters is when I'm doing a family-friendly stream.
Yeah, that's like
that
I
or
like to think, you know, there have been times where I've slipped up, but there are moments and places where I can keep a good filter about.
yeah, no, for sure. Like when I'm at work, I don't swear like a filthy sailor unless I'm like really in a mood or I'm around people that I know it's okay to do so with.
By the way,
watch your damn language.
Yeah. Well, the
by the
funny
way,
thing
Skull,
is,
that was not me calling you out, by the way.
No, I know. I heard enough of it from Laz, but you know what? She swore on a family-friendly stream too afterwards, so she has no high horse.
Yes, she did.
From which
No, you're right.
She has
you're
no
absolutely
high
right.
horse from which to speak.
Exactly. You're 100% correct.
you don't have a high horse from which to ride on. There we go.
There you go.
Alright, 3-minute clear, and I'll use Tails to tap the button, and out we go! Hey, Nux! Long time no see! What the fuck?
I thought we made friends. This is positioned as like a direct sequel to 3 of Knuckles.
Yep. Which I think is hilarious. It's just like, Knuckles, you fell for Eggman's shit again, didn't ya?
He just like immediately falls for his trick again. Yeah.
Yep. We were over this. Don't trust him.
And by the way,
Superstars, Triple Trouble has to be canon, so we definitely got tricked almost.
Well, yeah. Triple Trouble
yes,
is definitely
Laz does have a horse that's pretty high, so yeah. Gotta talk.
Just not in height.
Exactly. Gotta talk to Laz about that. You know, that's enough 420 over there.
Good gravy. Alright.
Her horse is named Blaze.
I mean, appropriate if it's a frequent consumer of cannabis.
It's one of those. It's one of those horse heads on a stick for children.
Oh yeah, those things.
Whatever the hell they're called, I know they have a proper name.
Oh, I don't remember. I know they have a proper name, but I am freaking clueless.
Okay, You want to know what's sad, Skull? I have one of those 5 feet away from me right now.
That's great.
Is it a childhood relic?
Yes, and we hung on to it, and it was rediscovered recently. And my niece loves playing with it. So
I've got the Horsea domestique.
Sounds like you have a good reason to keep it.
Yep.
Also, love the frickin' reference there.
Thanks.
I remember having one when I was really young, but I only remember playing it with it like one time. So must have not had it for long.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had one.
I was just gonna say, I don't think I ever had one, but that may just be attributed to my absolutely horrible memory. Like, if it didn't make a big enough impact on me, I probably just immediately forgot about the damn thing.
Yeah, see, my problem is that I remember things a little too much. Like I can remember barely having that horse head thingy. I can remember. I know. I told TTP. I think was it during or was it after Memory Lane Buddies when I remembered that keychain Meowth plush that I had way back in the day. If I forgot it on the podcast, that's unfortunate because that was one of my favorite Pokemon toys growing up.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember when that came up. I don't remember.
It was
Speaking of memory.
It was either during or after the podcast, but I remember losing that very vividly. I remember losing some other things very vividly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd find them, a lot later and be like, oh shit. But
Yeah.
all right, we have been on for 4 hours now. So Dylan, when you beat Knuckles here,
Yep,
I think it's video time.
it is
In the
indeed.
meantime, though, TZ, hello, welcome.
Easy.
Oh, hello there, Taz.
As
TZ
the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Tasmanian devil, where?
Yeah.
Me, when my speech impediment decides to go crazy.
Why, bunny, make me sleep in the cold, cold ground?
Knuckles, I told you before, I don't want to bump you.
Hey, welcome back, Nightshade.
Yes, welcome back, Nightshade.
Alright. So that's a level clear. And with that, I'll let it go over to Knack here and let him cause a bit of trouble. And then I will pause the game as soon as it allows me. Alright, so I need...
Yeah,
We're
so
some
just to remind you, like, here's a little message about what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Alrighty, here it comes.
Thank you for tuning into our Extra Life charity event, giving a helping hand to the kids of Corwell Health Children's in Royal Oak, Michigan with the power of gaming. Extra Life is a program of children hospitals treat over 17,000 kids for sickness or disease, physical and mental health related issues. It takes a lot of money to provide the best service these kids deserve, which includes reduced cost service, research and treatments, equipment, training for hospital staff, education for families, and extracurricular activities such as games and visits from emotional support animals so that patients can better deal with long-term hospital stays. Every dollar donated helps no matter how big or small, and if you're otherwise unable to afford a donation, spreading the word is a great way to get involved as well. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, and thanks once again for joining us today. Oof, oof. Okay, so Nightshade said, I think the audio died for a bit. So it wasn't just... Dude, I thought I was going insane. Because that happened right as I muted my mic. And then when I unmuted my mic is when it came back. And
Yeah,
I was
no. That was me. So, that I do have to...
This is on perfect sync, so I was like, I should not be having any control over Dylan's computer.
Yeah, so the issue is, and yes, it's echoing, because that's what I was trying to do, is it's really tricky right now for me to figure out which audios to cast forward, because I have to have OBS listening to my output line that I listen to. So I don't know what you guys can and can't hear, and usually I capture everything individually so I don't have to worry about this. But that didn't want to work, so yeah. We're technical difficulties, everybody, but yeah. Long and short of it is we're here to support the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and it's a wonderful cause. And
it's true.
It's about the fill of that. But
yeah, don't worry about it, Nightshade. Dylan's on the case.
Yeah, it should be fixed now, for what that's worth. It's just whenever I make that was the first time I'd made that switch, so I didn't really know what combination of buttons I needed to press, because I wanted to make sure you guys would hear it. Oh, shit.
Yep, but, long and short of it is, Corwell Health Children's Hospital in Royal Oak, Michigan, needs the funds, and, kind of showed in the video what those funds go toward, and it's a lot of stuff, and medical care is quite a pricey thing, so if you can help out, link is in the top of the description as well as the pinned comment, and if not, then spreading the word does just as much to help out the cause, so please do give it some consideration.
Indeed.
And believe me, it does go a long way. I've known people personally that have had kids in the hospital for very long periods of time, and these poor kids, they need something to do. You know, mom and dad can't always be around, so it's nice when a kid can play a video game or have an emotional support animal come in and, you know, comfort them and bring some care and love from an animal. It really does go a long ways for kids, mental health and all that. It's a really good cause. So if you can donate, please give us some thought and consideration. If you cannot, you know, the best thing you can do is definitely share the donation link around, or share this live stream link around on your social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, whatever, and help us spread the word, and
Yeah, and it doesn't have, the brilliant thing about all of this is that it doesn't even necessarily have to be today. We all have those points in our lives where, well, bills are due, and you don't really have much cash floating around, and we get that, and so do the folks over at Extra Life, and that's why they keep this thing running for a good bit of time. I believe until December, you said earlier.
Once anyone opens a Extra Life page, it keeps taking donations for the year until December 31st. So
yeah, but yeah,
and not to worry, Nightshade. We didn't think that you were doubting the cause.
Yeah. And as far as the monetary dealio, as we said, you know, word of mouth is a big thing, and also one of the biggest things for this is also just the outreach, getting people aware of who Children's Miracle Network is and what they do. Because they do a whole heaven lot, and none of it, unfortunately, comes cheap. But they make sure that those costs don't get forwarded on to the families of the children who have had the misfortune of picking up some horrible disease or condition or whatever may have you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's why ever since basically I heard of this, I was just like, I want to be a part of this because it's a great cause.
It really is. It really is. And it goes a long way to, like I was saying before, to helping kids. You know, like if you're stuck in a bed for a long period of time, like having something to do, whether it's, you know, you're playing a board game or a video game, you know, like having something to do to take your mind off like what you're going through. Like as a kid, I don't know, like, I'm horribly ADD. Like, I am fortunate enough, I've never had to do an overnight stay in a hospital as a patient. As a visitor, I have. But as a patient, I have not. But I would have gone absolutely crazy in my skin, like, if I had to sit there, lie there, and have absolutely nothing to do. Like, having somebody come in with a video game from my aspect would have been a godsend for me.
Yeah, and the thing is there's also I'd say it's a saying, but it's absolutely true that a smile is a brilliant medicine. You know, if you are
absolutely,
if you are in better mental state, then your immune system performs better, and you're just all around more healthy. So it might seem really silly, like, oh, hey, you know, why are they doing that? Well, because that's what helps, you know?
Right. I mean, it's not some bull crap, you know,
well, yeah,
saying, like,
that's basically what I was getting at.
Laughter's the best medicine. That's not just some bull crap, you know, thing that people throw around. It really does help. A smile, a good smile, a laugh, like, seeing, like, children smiling is, you know, they beat a video game for the first time. Like, how monumental is that? Like, you know, okay, so I'm going to throw this question out to you, Skull and Dylan. First, and to the chat as well. First video game that you guys beat?
Properly beat?
Sonic Adventure DX.
Like, full got to the end of the game beat? Or...
got to the... I'm not talking about 100%, you know,
yeah,
100%.
No.
Like, just any percent, you know.
Mario 1, then.
Okay.
But yeah,
Chad, if you want to answer that question too.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, take a little trip down memory lane with us. Sorry, Sonic.
But that's whoops. That's why you know, I wanted to bring it up because, you know, like, we all, like, I mean, Skull, how elated were you once you like beat that, once you beat, you know, Adventure DX for the first time, and Dylan, Mario 1? I mean, what was your, do you remember, like, how you felt?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I was shocked and stunned, and also a little bit, admittedly at the time, annoyed at my mother because she carried me through like half the game, but but nonetheless, like, yeah, no, it was a great experience, and, you know, just the general idea here being, of course, you know, whatever it takes to get these children who are going through whatever it might be back into health, or at least being able to live a life that isn't just doom and gloom and basically staring death in the face, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I don't mean to be insensitive, but realistically, at the end of the day, that's, you know, that's the ultimate enemy, is just try and make it to another day.
Right. Exactly. Sonic Boom, the question that I was asking was, do you remember the first video game that you ever beat? I'm not talking 100%ing.
You just got to the end.
Any percent. Like, yeah, you just ran through and made it to the end, beat the final boss, whatever. Yeah, that's the question here. Just kind of taking a look at chat here. It looks like for TZ, Sonic 3 and Knuckles on a Sega Genesis is the first game you had beaten. That is amazing. That's a great game.
Oh, that has got to be one of my favorite Sonic games, and I have a lot of good memories tied to it. The first time that I beat that game, I will say that I was absolutely ecstatic, because that's not an easy game to beat. And I'm talking, like, with all Chaos Emeralds and Super Emeralds, so the best ending. And yeah, no, I died a lot.
They, oh my goodness. Gosh, yeah, for me, Sonic 2 on Genesis, 8 years old. good grief. That was a amazing feeling for me.
yeah.
I will never ever forget that moment when I made it to that cutscene. It was not a perfect run. Fun fact, it wasn't until a couple years ago I actually, for the first time in my life, beat the Sonic 2 special stages and got all 7 Chaos Emeralds. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, good stuff. I'm just kind of looking at chat here.
Nightshade was saying The Blob. I remember hearing of that game. I don't think I've ever played it. But yeah.
Blob. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. And then,
Peter Jackson's King Kong from Sonic Boom. Looking, kind of glancing over at the chat here. So.
Yeah, King Kong video game on the 360. Nice, Boom.
I was gonna say to Nightshade, no worries, because I was also 14 when I beat my first, but it seems like you got to your first when you were younger. So more video game skill than skull902.
Yeah, and like as I said, I can't
remember
even
what the first game I beat was.
I can't even take full credit for the first time that I quote unquote beat a video game because, as I said, my mother was playing it with me, and I was playing as Luigi. And she carried me through what had to have been at least half or 3/4 of the game. And then she had to go do something else, and I continued from there. So I had 2 sets of lives to deal with, and already had been carried through like half the game. So I can't even really take credit for that, and it still felt great.
Dylan, your story reminds me of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, actually. I did not beat that game until 2008, when my cousin finally told me all I had to do for the frickin' Barrel of Doom and
hold the arrows,
2,
yeah.
up and down? Are you kidding me?
Shit.
Like, oh my gosh,
Yep. Yeah, no, I remember when I got to that part in S3UK the first time, because I was just like, oh, because I heard about the Barrels of Doom, and I'm just like, oh, that's probably an exaggeration. It can't be that bad. There is nothing there to tell you what you have to do. Absolutely fucking nothing.
I got to it without even hearing about it and just instinctively pressed up and down. So
Yeah, some people got lucky like that, but I was not one of them.
I wasn't one of them either.
Yeah, I also did not think because I mean, I guess there's the pulley and Mushroom Hill Zone, but that's after.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Like, there's only so much stuff you can try on there.
Well, and that's the thing is that I would have eventually figured it out, and honestly, when I did finally give up and look it up, I was close, because I noticed that something was going on when I docked and looked up. So I thought it was a case of, like, you just had to look where you wanted to go. So I wasn't 100% off, I just didn't realize that you had to keep doing it.
Yeah, that was me as well. Same thing, because I kept looking up and down, but I wasn't timing it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a timing thing either until I was like, oh, no shit.
Yeah, that reminds me, actually, my brother did tell me, my older brother was like, oh, you just go up and down. But,
yeah, and the timing of it can be
my timing was terrible. So that's why I got stuck on it. So eventually later I was like, okay, well, how about instead of just being impatient, I'll do it in rhythm too, you know?
Yeah.
And then, hey, you know?
Yeah, and that was honestly my issue with it too, and probably, if I had to guess, TTPs is just, I wanted it done. Like, I just wanted to get through to the next thing. I did not have the patience about me.
No,
to...
I was the same. No, I was the same, and for the love of me, I wanted to get to frickin' Ice Cap. That was the other thing, too. Like, so I never got to experience Ice Cap until 2008.
Yeah,
so...
no. The Barrel of Doom making people cry. Well, there's a reason it gets that moniker, you know?
Exactly.
It's not called that for just no random reason. Like, I thought, like a complete fucking dipshit. I was like, oh, it's gotta be an exaggeration, you know? That was a game from, like, the 90s, and this was, like, 2017? 16 or 17. The first time that I played S3 and K through Sega Genesis classics, and I was just like, oh, well, that's the problem. Oh.
I just had this thought. Considering his track record, does that mean that the Barrel of Doom is the only thing that Yuji Naka has ever apologized for?
I mean, pretty damn much.
Actually.
Because he did apologize for that, and basically has since. Sorry, Knack.
I admit that was too much.
Yeah. This is like, sorry, that was a little harder than I thought it'd be.
Have you seen like that story going around on Twitter recently about that guy from Sega of America who was in a meeting with them once?
Yeah.
It was like, his translator, it was like, can you tell him like the Japanese term for to fuck off?
Yep, I remember that.
And he's like responds with like, yeah, I don't think there's a term for that. I know there is.
Oh, there's not just one either. I don't know much Japanese, but as any random person who has played any Japanese games does, I picked up a little bit of the lingo, and I know there's like 4 or 5 different ways that you can say fuck you, fuck off, go fuck yourself, kind of a deal, you know? Like, it all depends on who you're talking to, because I remember very vividly, I don't remember what the actual phrase was, but there was a way to say, oh, fuck off, to a superior. So to, like, somebody you respect. So it was a respectful fuck you. And I thought that was the most hilarious thing ever.
That seems like hypocritical, but you know.
I'm just like, that's awesome. Like, there is a way to respectfully. Yeah, exactly. It literally translated it's something along those lines. Like, Mister, I respect you, but fuck you.
You're gonna need to like fuck off for fun.
What's that now?
To Nightshade, I'm glad that the Blob helped you out there. It's a nice story.
Yeah. Honestly, one game that helped me a lot that I didn't admit that it did, was Brain Age 2 for the DS. That was a random game that I had for really no reason. I think my mom got it for free through something. And I was just like, oh, this is so stupid. But I will fully admit that I got better at the game as I played it more, and that's the whole ass point.
Let's smoke weed and drink diet soda and play Brain Age 2.
You know, those brain games, though, are actually rather helpful.
Oof.
Knack!
Got smoked by a thing at the very last.
Yep.
Ouch.
Well, I blew myself up was the biggest mistake that I made. Because, like, the springs you can deal with, but if you blow yourself up, it's basically over.
But yeah, no, that's
But yeah, no, and that's not nearly as inspiring as your story, Nightshade, because I already fully knew that I was autistic at that point in time.
It's incredible though that you know, something like a piece of media could
yeah,
you know,
no, for
help
sure.
with a language problem like that, or you know.
Playing a video game, you know, can actually help stimulate the brain. Can actually help stimulate the brain, and that it kind of goes back to, you know, talking about, like, you know, you know, these poor kids in, you know, stuck in a hospital room, you know, they need some form of, you know, mental stimulation, and a video game can actually,
Be perfect.
really help out with that.
Yeah, because it's really, especially for somebody who's neurodivergent like myself, having a way of learning kind of forced upon you doesn't work. You know,
Nope.
you think of shit differently. That's the whole point. So, so having a video game where it kind of tricks you into learning without you even realizing that you're doing that, like I noted with Brain Age 2, looking back, is like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't even realize. I thought, you know, like, there were bits of the game that I straight up cheated through, and even that taught me something.
Taught you how to cheat.
Well, A, that, and B, it taught me that the creators of the game, I forget what the doctor's name was, but the doctor who created the game knew that people would try and cheat it, and even if you do cheat, you still wind up learning shit. Like, you cannot not learn.
It reminds me of and maybe TTP has seen this clip around somewhere too. I know I've seen it in like compilations and stuff, but it's like this news report on this 100-year-old lady who kept sharp by playing like Brain Age or some equivalent.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that.
I remember, like, she came off so sweetly. She was just like, well, I play for about 20 minutes a day on my Nintendo. And then, you know, the sweet little old lady.
Yeah. But, I mean...
I remember that.
Oh, shit. You know.
Just one old question, skull902. Will you ever play Streets of Rage 4? Just asking. I'd have to look in my Steam library. I think I have it. Lots Leader might have given it to me. I'm not sure. But I know I keep hearing about it, and potentially. Just I gotta figure out this whole computer situation, because that's like my biggest problem right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just potentially.
The possibilities are never ending.
See it.
Thank you! Just like, somebody's
I'd
gonna
love to
do
get
it,
back
and
to
it
it
might be me! Okay. Sometimes timing the jumps in this is a little bit of a pain in the arse, especially as you get into the later ones. I think this one is okay.
Yeah, my hat's off to anybody that can like do these special stages. I can't, because the speed and the jumps just.
Yeah, no, I can, I have, but it's not at all easy, and that's why I kind of left it open as to whether or not I was going to be able to do all 7 in the time allotted, because I genuinely took, the first time I played this game, like, I want to say a solid fucking week chewing through just the emeralds.
Oh man.
Honestly, it's easier than a lot of the actual classic special stages to me.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was me or him that got the emerald, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
He was right
That
on
was
my
close.
ass.
I saw you like miss a few of those lightning bolt ones, and I was like, man, I hope there's one close to the end, because he's.
That's what I was hoping on, because I was focusing on rings, and I was hoping that Knack would be just slow enough, and apparently he was. Ever so barely. Because I'm
requires
pretty...
a balance.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that he was, he would have been able to hug Tails' tails if he wanted to. Like, he was right there.
I want to hug Tails' tail.
Well, yeah.
You sounded so sad there. Like, as if you had just found out that Tails didn't exist.
He
It doesn't exist?
Oh, you what? What did you do?
Next you're gonna tell me Santa Claus isn't real.
Oh no, Santa Claus is totally real.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Shit,
thank God.
shit.
Oh,
This is
boy.
the one that I was thinking about earlier. Where Kan was telling a story about just running into a dog on the road and not knowing what to do.
Yeah, this...
I can't believe it was almost 3 years ago now.
Yeah, time is weird. Like, it's... The future is always, like, an eon away. The past is literally right there. And then the future, it all depends on what you're doing and just how bad you want time to pass. Like, if you're
It seems
sitting
random.
there... Yeah. If you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I can't wait for this day to end, then it will take, like, 20 years.
How philosophical of you, Dylan.
Ah. Speaking of, other things, I got all the Chaos Emeralds except for the one you have, you little fat fuck.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Don't worry, I'll get that from you when I kick your ass at Atomic Destroyer. This is a dead end. Where am I going?
Alright, and a hello to Kit the Amateur Art Gal.
What a
and,
fun thing to come into. Hey, Kit.
Been a good while, Kit. How you been?
I can't.
Language. I remember, this is a random memory, but just on the topic of memories. I remember that my mom at one point did try and start a swear jar, but the problem was that she had to dedicate so much of her own money into it that it just became like, she could not keep it up because she was just like, God dang it. Like, I can't stop swearing, so how can I expect you to? Like,
Yeah.
alright.
Swearing
Yeah.
enforcement was tried during my my upbringing, but
Yeah.
like my dad was a little better about that, but my mom eventually was just like, all right.
Yeah, my mom's biggest thing was just knowing, like, who you can and cannot do it around, was what it boiled down to. Like, she less cared about me doing it and more about who I did it around. Like, okay, don't do it at school, don't swear at the teachers, that sort of shit, but if you're
Yeah.
goofing around with some friends or with me, then alright, whatever.
Then as we got a little older, my dad lightened up a little bit. It's like if you could say it on TV, I don't think it irked him.
Oh,
by the time
yeah.
we were hitting puberty.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing better than you were, Kit. I'm sorry that you weren't doing very well, I imagine, by the phrasing of that, but glad that you had some friends to lean on.
Yeah,
True.
it's good to hear that it's getting better and that things are going all right, and that Nightshade was able to help me out in that way.
Yeah!
Alright, and as we're off to the Zeppelin, I'm gonna make some check-sees.
Okie dokie.
We are still at $505.
Okay, so my donation bar is correct, but we don't know if it'll update because, yeah.
Yeah, we are currently awaiting if the thing will
Oh, shit.
actually update on its own.
That was a really dumb death. Sometimes you die and you're just like, okay, I can't blame anything on that but my own stupidity.
I am so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. This is the fan remake. This is Triple Trouble 16-bit. I have played the original. I don't know if I've ever streamed it. I might have. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've streamed. But,
Played and streamed a little bit of it a few years ago.
okay. And this is why I have friends, because they can have the memory that I don't.
Never got terribly far in it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if I did, I don't think I got very far into it, because that game can get annoying. It's not hard, it's just aggravating. What are you doing?
Oh, boom! Knuckles has been showing up fairly frequently. As
Yeah,
as
he'll show up again here not too long into the future. But I'm not the only one with a crud memory. I always joke that the first 2 commands on my soundboard when I started doing streaming were both clips of Tails making comments about memory. that being, you don't have enough memory in the memory card. And then just the scene from Boom, where he's like, I'm dizzy, and I have short-term memory loss. And I have short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory loss.
So I'm just like, this is just me on a Tuesday. Like, what?
One of my commands that here in my in the chat that really loves is when Tails makes all the clones of himself. So Eggman comes over and he's just like, my lair's infested with half-wit foxes.
Boom was a hilarious show. Also, the rocket shoes is something that did exist in the original game. It was a power-up, but it wasn't really all that necessary. Like, you only really needed it if you wanted to go for a perfect run. If you just wanted to get to the end of the game, you could do just perfectly fine without it. In this game, it actually forces you to use it, at least in this stage, which I think is really cool.
Was in Sonic Chaos as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Because Chaos, if I remember the lore correctly, is meant to be the sequel to Trouble.
Other way around.
Other way around. Okay, thank you.
Chaos doesn't really have much of a plot to speak of.
Yeah.
So that's why nobody bothered. Like, doing anything with that one.
Well, I'm just like, they were related to each other. I just couldn't remember. How many times has Sonic died at this point? Oh, sorry, Spellgo.
I seem to remember someone trying with Sonic Chaos, but that project is either dead or has just been under the radar for a very long time.
Yeah,
like the same guy who did like the remakes of Sonic 1 and 2 8-bit also did like a little bit of Chaos before just completely
Oh, Christian Whitehead and team?
No.
No? Okay.
The different guy.
Different guy? Okay. Well.
Yeah, this was post-Mania, so...
Every time I think of the rocket shoes, I just think of Prime Shadow going, they're air shoes.
They're air shoes.
Air that looks like rockets.
Call them what you want, Baker. It's still rockets on your shoes. Invincible Tails! And Sonic.
Like the convenience of a timer up by your HUD when you have an invincibility.
Yeah, it's one of the features in this game that I really love, is that if you have a power-up that's time-limited, it will usually give you an indication of how long you've got left. I don't remember. I think that was, in a sense, a fourth wall break, but I don't remember it well enough. I need to watch Prime again, apparently, because I don't.
Yeah, I gotta watch Prime again.
Great show, though. I have a lot of comments about how they decided to end it.
Oh, likewise. Yup.
Yeah, like I won't
And
get
I
into
think
that
most-
because I don't know if any of y'all haven't gotten around to seeing it yet, but.
Yeah,
Let's just
good
say
idea.
that I was not pleased with their chosen method of ending it.
No.
I haven't really watched much of it, but the general consensus seems to be that the last season's trash.
Yeah, it kind of
You know,
is.
the more I think about the last season, the more I kind of regret my review for not being as critical of it as I think it really should have been.
Yeah.
Because like I know I posted to Rabbit like this dude's tweet that made me legit when I read it. I was like, oh yeah, what the fuck? Because it's like in the first season they're like, oh man, this Rusty Rose. This is like a really incredible idea of just an Amy who gave up and
Got
had her
robot
body
size and the whole nine.
cybernetically enhanced and runs on the life of this Flicky. And then in the third season she just takes the Flicky out, so it doesn't matter. And I'm like, oh god, that's true. What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I thought that was a wonderful reference to Sonic Adventure. But then she takes it out of her chest and she's perfectly fucking fine. So it takes
With
all
zero
the value out of it. Like, we all
Without
figured...
any explanation.
Yeah, exactly.
By comparison, Gamma had to kill himself in order to let the Flicky go.
Yeah, exactly!
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was expecting, is I'm just like, holy shit! Rusty Rose is gonna sacrifice herself to free the Flicky. I thought that was what was happening, and then she just casually shrugs it off, and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
I mean, hey, that's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, everyone.
Pretty much!
Uh,
It had a lot of potential, and I wish they would have used it a bit better. I'll say that.
Sonic Boom says, agreed, it had a lot of potential, but then just kind of fell off in the latter two seasons. And then Kit said, I definitely think it lost a lot of potential. Or had a lot of potential. I also love the idea of the Shatter Space characters being a piece of their personality that has been pushed to the extreme.
Yeah.
Yep.
With me, my favorite Shard version, to no one's surprise, has got to be 9. Because it's a Tails that had to figure out things without Sonic, and who just gave up, basically.
Yep.
One thing I will say is that it would have been nice if it wasn't a CG show, because then they could have gone to more than 3 dimensions.
Yeah!
That's another thing. Like, a lot of those, like...
Because we saw a
there
whole
wasn't
lot more
of
Shatter
worlds,
Spaces than were explored.
and the ones that we did see looked really empty.
Yeah!
Even the main world looked really,
Yeah,
really
I was
empty.
just gonna say, like, outside, obviously, it did still look empty. But when it came to the other shards outside of New York, it was just nothing. Like, Boss Cage Maze was tiny. Like, what the fuck? Like, the portal
I
was
guess the
bigger
pirate
than
one's
the
on the
actual
ocean, so that one
area.
can get a pass, but...
Yeah, well, the pirate
Yeah,
one, as I said, I
yeah.
gave that one a pass because it's like, alright, it's the ocean, we don't know how many nautical miles that they've actually traveled here. But it still felt small.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, and you are right, Kit, in that they kind of butchered Rouge with her counterparts, because I love the idea of Rebel, of a Rouge that acts without the self-interest. But then she just does that anyway later on? With, like, no moral implication to it at all? And it's like, okay, well, so much for deconstructing the character, because you just casually went back to being Rouge.
Nightshade said,
It's a baby show for babies, no deconstruction.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
That's more or less what Nightshade just said, and I think it's because Sonic is technically for a certain audience, and some people still think kids are stupid.
Yeah! Well, apparently! Like, I'm sorry, like, obviously, we're all Sonic fans, and we're all definitely adults, but... I don't
I'm sorry,
get
man,
that
we
excuse.
can't have that shit in a post-Batman the Animated Series world.
Yeah.
Just to like bring up an example, I guess that's contemporary. The Sonic movies are clearly kids' movies, but they still have like character development.
Well, and that's the
like
thing,
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
Sonic movies are, yes, they do obviously contend to kids, but they have shit in there for the adults too. Like, it's like any good kid show. You have stuff in there for the parents, too. Like,
Yep.
and it makes sense. Like, all of it, at least so far, makes sense. It doesn't have any logic breaks that are, like, so massive that you're gonna sit there and be like, what in the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
I think your Boss Cage counterpart could have been made to be the selfish part of her, pushed to the extreme, and Batten be the adventurous. Yeah, I like that. I've seen a lot of very good takes on how the characters could have been played out differently. Specifically, obviously, as a Tales fan, the Shards of Tales, but I've seen some of the others as well. And that's one that I have indeed seen. And I think that would have gone a bit better, because it wouldn't have been as much of a betrayal of character.
Yeah.
Well, I can't dismount this, so we're gonna have to figure this out on snowboard. Great!
Great.
As I said, 9 has got to be one of my favorites. Again, the last season does everybody dirty, but specifically 9. Specifically
It's too bad
9.
they made him really, really annoying in the last.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Well,
They
and not
did.
only
They
that,
really
but
did.
they not only that, but they completely underplay. I guess minor spoiler alert, but they very much underplay the relationship that had grown between 9 and Sonic. They just chuck it out the window.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm
oh,
just
cool,
saying
he's
that,
just the bad guy now. Whatever.
Right.
Like, that big fight did not have to be 4 episodes long.
Oh God, no!
No.
That should have been 1.
Really, really fucked up the pace and
Yeah,
direction of
the
show was
pacing.
going for.
The pacing was all over the goddamn place.
Yeah. It was.
You even. Oh yeah, I do have the. I have 9 correcting Sonic when he calls him Tails for the first time. The name's 9!
Yep. I love 9, like, in the first and second.
Well, yeah.
But, yeah.
He's. You know
9
what he
was
reminds me
great.
of? Is fucking. If you've ever seen Where Was My Hero? That Tails. It reminds me of that Tails. And that, for the first couple of seasons, was nailed. Like, it was a Tails who had to figure out how to live life when everything is in the gutter, literally, and there's no Sonic to brighten the day. No Sonic to teach him the ways about it. He just had to deal.
Yep.
And I love that deconstruction of Tails. But
Yeah.
then it's just casually kind of thrown away. A lot of the shards do that. It's just like, okay, and
why?
now, and now that doesn't even fucking matter because 9 is bad guy, and that's as deep as we care. And it's just like,
Yeah, well,
ugh, because he's not
No.
a bad guy. He just
Right.
doesn't know how to deal with shit.
right. Because he had to fend for himself in that world dimension.
So,
Like,
oh, sorry, go on.
no, you're good.
I'll put a flag in what Kit had said, but please finish.
Oh, no, go ahead. It's all good.
So Mangy, you have a bit of a point, but Mangy is like the fox part of Tails, like pure fox Tails.
Yeah.
Which, I
yeah.
mean, it's a neat idea, but it's kinda like, why? It's also his insecurities.
Maybe
to a
Mangy
point.
was normal at one point, but just ate one of those bad mushrooms and
Yeah.
you know.
I feel
Yeah.
like, though 9 definitely is more so, Mangy is also a little bit Tails' insecurities. Because he knows... He clearly knows more than he shows off. But he's afraid to literally do just about anything.
I also love how the Chaos Council were so incredibly forgettable that we didn't even complain about how bad they are.
We've been complaining about everybody else, and yeah, you're right. The Egg Council, we just casually gave a pass.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody's favorite character is Baby Eggman. Come on.
well, to be honest with you, and again, this is kind of... I loved Prime. I really, really do, and one of these days I need to sit down and actually, like, make a fan rewrite of it, because I do like writing, I just don't have the time for it. But one of the things that the show gets wrong a lot is how they deconstruct characters. And one of the worst offenses of that has got to be Eggman. Because the Egg Council are all just Eggman. There's no deconstruction, not really. Like, you have a little bit at the start of the show, but as the show goes on, they're all just fucking Eggman.
Yeah.
Well, in Shadow, I didn't voice anything about Shadow, Sonic Boom, because he is the one who doesn't get blown into shards. So Shadow's just Shadow. So there's not really much to know.
Shadow was honestly one of the better characters.
He was!
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was just normal Shadow, but they did him a lot of justice in the way that they portrayed his character. He wasn't just, oh, I'm Mr. Edgy Boy and I hate everything. It was actually a Shadow who cares, which is not something we get to see a lot of nowadays. It was really refreshing, honestly.
Sega was napping when it came to Sonic Prime. So actually make a good Shadow.
Well, yeah, and here's... I have a comeback here for TZ. I guess that means deconstructing Eggman is just Eggman. Yes and no. Because originally, you have basically the core elements of Eggman. You have Mr. Dr. Eggman, who is, like, very much the scientist. And, like, absolutely vindictive in his ways. Kind of like the core of Eggman. Then you have Baby Eggman, which is his childish tendencies. You've got Dr. Deep, which is kind of his crazier side, I guess, would be the way I want to put that. And then you have Dr. Don't, which is just his, like, rebellious side, and the fact that he doesn't really want to be like anybody else. He purposely is everything that he is, because it's not what everybody else is. But then they just kind of let that fade into, oh, but it's just multi-Eggman from Sonic Boom again. You know, I forget what that episode was actually called, but there was an episode where they made cookies, evil cookies, that turned everybody into Eggman.
Yeah, they all grew Eggman mustaches.
Yeah.
And
that's what I think of the Egg Council, is it's literally just that.
At least that one's funny.
Well, and that's the thing, that's for the joke.
Yeah, I don't even think it goes that deep with them, as Dylan was saying. Like, one of them's just Eggman, one of them's Eggman but a retiree, and then the other three aren't even Eggman. It's just like
yeah, and that's why
like an anime emo, a middle schooler, and a baby. Like,
yeah,
that's just this is
yeah.
what they are.
I will fully admit that I'm giving it a lot of artistic license in my ways of portraying them, because what I've said as far as what they could have been is not at all what they wind up being.
You're probably giving it way more thought than the writers did, to be honest.
That's honestly simultaneously sad and a bit what's the word? Complimentary.
What happened
I guess?
to it's funny because it's true. Shut the fuck up, Bob. Everything's randomly generated now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I agree. I forget. I think it was Kit who said it. Someone else might have said it too. It was like Amy and her variants. I think were the ones that easily got like the most focus and were the best of them all. But then, you know, it just kind of sucks to have that ruined. In a way, when you actually think about that whole Rusty Rose thing, that and the whole hey, we're randomly sisters now, like that came about so unnaturally.
Yeah.
So,
Because Rusty initially
like,
hates the other Amy's, like, with a passion.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
character development was actually pretty nice, but like you just kind of like fucked with the whole point of it when the Flicky came out.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, I was totally thinking this is a Gamma moment where, like, okay, she's sacrificing herself to flee the Flicky within, and, you know, basically acknowledge that this isn't right. But meanwhile, she just ditches the Flicky and casually is fine. And it's like, you what?
Should have been some explanation.
Yeah, there needed to be explanation, in my opinion. Like, what the hell? And my thing is you have...
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Kid's absolutely right.
As a big fan,
did not-
why was
no, no,
he
no, no.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have a point. Big doesn't really do anything other than be
Justice for Big.
alive. Like, he's just
Right.
there. Like, he doesn't even... he does get shattered in a sense, but not in any sort of meaningful way. He's just
Bro, we
there.
could have had the alternate universe in that show where Big's the villain of it.
Yeah,
That was
well,
amazing.
and that's the thing, is, like, you're exploring multiverse theorem, and, like, the ability of being able to... Where the hell am I going? I'm going in fucking circles. What am I doing? There's the checkpoint. Okay. Sorry, this level is confusing. I
Just have it be like a Darth Jar Jar moment where Big is behind everything.
yeah.
Dude, and I was thinking about it too as soon as I posited the idea, and I was like, we could have gotten Whisker Beard the pirate.
Yeah! But we could have gotten so many things. Like, honestly, I guess Sales kind of is... Well... 4-9. But I would have loved to see, like, a pure scientist Tails. Like, Tails completely Technikian.
Yes, please.
Like,
Yes, please.
I figured you would agree with me, TTP.
Oh, yes.
Because we're both
please.
Techie Tails fans. Like, I love when they allow Tails to just be a complete geek. Like,
Agreed.
so
I
I would
agree,
have
when he-
loved if they shattered, when they shattered Tails, that we got, like, a pure geek Tails.
Yes.
But,
The stereotypical geek and all, like the big
Yeah,
thick
yeah,
glasses
yeah,
and
yeah.
white lab coat and everything. Like
That's
give
exactly
it-
what
give
I
it
was
all
thinking.
To me. Yup.
that- you
What
know.
you're saying is make him the angry video game fox.
Yes.
You know, like, basically Tails but Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Like,
Yes.
total just mad scientist who is mad not because he's evil, but just because he thinks of shit that nobody else has and does things in
Exactly.
different ways.
Yup. I would have loved to have seen a Tails done that, like, and especially if like he was written really well, because
Yeah.
that's kind of the other thing too. Like Nine had went through a major regression. I feel like
He
in
did.
Prime, like.
He did.
Like I'm talking like we got in one season, like the beginning of season 3, cool. 9, awesome. Major regression. We had that in a single season equivalent to went from Adventure to Tails, you know, where Tails is like gonna kick Eggman's ass because he thinks Sonic God.
is dead, yeah.
Yeah, and going from cowering over Chaos Zero, Sonic, help me, and Forces. Basically, we had that level of regression with 9 in a season.
Yeah. He goes
I
from,
feel like-
oh, I'm great friends with Sonic, I want Sonic to stay here no matter what, we're gonna redefine this world, we're gonna make a whole new one out of the group, to, I wanna murder Sonic.
Yeah.
With,
And,
like,
over-
no exposition!
And apparently over some lack of communication, misunderstanding,
Yeah,
kind of thing. Like, what?
well, because the why icon is the only part of it that makes a little bit of sense to me. It's his fear of being replaced.
Yeah.
Which is a very Tails thing. But,
It
and
is.
I can respect that, but my problem with it is that Sonic wouldn't abandon Tails in that state, and yet he
No.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that 9 had good motivations for
Oh, 100%!
for being a villain. I just think that
Yeah.
like with the way that they structured that season,
What's all over
you know,
the
because
place.
that fight went on for so long. Instead of doing anything meaningful with him that season, like all of his scenes were just, oh, I need Sonic's energy, and
Yeah.
you know, you hear that so many times when you're binging all of it, and it's like, it's just annoying.
Yeah, I honestly, there are some shows, and Prime is one of them, that you can not binge without losing any sense of enjoyment, really. Because it takes such a turn on the head once you get to season 3 that you can't really do anything with all the information that you've just absorbed. Like, it's everything that you've just heard and experienced is completely pointless.
It was definitely written as if they expected the show to release weekly.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
the thing is, that's why I have such a massive fucking problem with the way that they went about ending the show. Is they could have left an open ending. They could have left an opportunity to revisit this later. Or even just for the fans to invent what happened after all of this shit had gone down. The aftermath. Instead, I'm just gonna say it, spoiler alert, cover your ears if you haven't seen it yet, but they just fucking 06'd it. They casually repeated, like, the biggest mistake that Sega has ever made, as if they forgot that it was one at all. Like,
But
we're
you
just-
see, Sonic learned his lesson, so you know.
Well, that's the thing, is you can't even honestly say that! Sonic didn't learn
man.
shit! Because Sonic does have a decent amount of character development, but then it's just casually chucked.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I do want to point out some comments though, because we've been
Yeah,
getting
we've been
few.
on this for a while.
The kid said, bro, imagine just pure lazy big as a Shatterbird's counterpart. Does not work or eat his keep. And, you know, as much as I like Whisker Beard, the pirate, I like Snorlax big, too. That's a good one. Imagine having a counterpart for Eggman in the Shatter Space that's Mr. Tinker-like. See, yeah, that would have been a good idea, too.
Ooh.
Yeah,
have
Eggman without the
I
you know,
like
a good
that.
Eggman roaming around somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't really do anything with
Yeah,
with
that was a
that,
missed opportunity for sure.
Yep.
And then Sonic Boom said the show's been out for a while, so I don't think that's a spoiler at all. Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, well, and that's why I
Yeah,
felt
it's
somewhat
been out for a
comfortable
couple
saying
years
it, but
now, so.
I am one of those folks where, especially because for, I want to say the first dozen plus years of my life, I didn't have access to the internet, I always put a spoiler tag warning in any of that stuff, just in case somebody hasn't gotten the time to watch it yet, or doesn't have the means, or whatever may have. So, I'm a little weird on that one, I'll fully admit. Anyway.
And then Kit said, I feel like Shadow and Sonic could have been more partners and working together in the show. I don't know, I feel like could have been more like friends. Yeah, you know, there is a surprising lack of Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow doesn't really...
Well. For as good as he was when he was there, they did take him out of the story a lot.
Yeah. His level of story importance is basically none. Like, he's just kind of there.
That's not to say he isn't important.
Well, I guess
definitely could use it more.
Yeah, I guess that's the better way of phrasing it. Like, his permeability throughout the show is low, I guess is what I'm really trying to say, is he doesn't show up much, so he doesn't have as much of an impact when it comes to being around, because he's just not. I feel like a nice Eggman for Boss Cage would be fitting. Evil Pirate Eggman would go hard. I agree. Boss Cage would be kind of like the perfect place for a Mr. Tinker situation to happen, because it's a place completely devoid of technology. You know, it's a fucking forest. Dude's not gonna, you know, really have anything to build off of. Like, he's going to invent stuff, obviously, but I don't see him having any reason to develop malice.
And just as an update, the donation bar is just straight up broken.
Oh, fun! So we've gotten a donation.
we have a new donation of $5 from an anonymous donor. Thank you very much. Who says testing the donation bar.
Yep. Well, thank you for the test.
The donation bar being broken is an annual tradition.
Yep.
I mean, it only started this summer though, where it just wasn't updating. It's always worked before.
I was just gonna say, I know it worked last year when I did the
It did work last
Shadow.
year when I did it. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't here last year, so.
It worked last year. It worked in the spring. It just didn't work in the summer, and now it's not updating here for some reason. So hopefully, whoever's working on that over there can fix that for next year.
Little bit of a technical hiccup.
Yeah, but it's not like one of our technical hits.
Well, yeah,
so.
It's not anything that we can really do.
Right.
Because I tried to rig my OBS to refresh it, but the problem is that there's not really a built-in thing for that.
Yeah.
And Sammy probably, to be honest with you, I haven't used Sammy in a good little while, and my version is like 10 outdated. So it's probably like, I don't even know what to do, man. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Sonic!
Dead.
Oh.
Sonic killed me! I was fucking, and then this free hauler over here grabs onto my feet.
Sonic, you killed the fox!
I always give Sonic a hard time. Oh yeah.
It's payback.
For all those air bubbles he stole in S3 and K.
You kept taking me over on the final boss, Tails.
Adeline Felina, welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Thank you for stopping by and everything. Says, oh boy.
Oh boy.
And I don't know if that's in reaction to the donation bar not working or
to something we
something
said.
else, but happy to have
love
it.
that name.
Yeah, it is a neat name.
Adeline Felina. I like that name.
I do like your idea, Kit, by the way, of Shadow kind of being like Sonic's spiritual guide.
Yeah, and that's what I thought that they were going for, to be honest with you. Was Shadow is the only one here, other than Big, who was unaffected. He's just here.
That and Sonic being a killer ankle biter.
Yeah.
There we go. It does
The
remind me
music
of
in this game is epic. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I will fully apologize that I'm probably going to be humming to the tunes at some point during the final boss. But yeah.
Oh, well,
anyhow.
Sonic helped you out just there, so, you know.
Imagine Sonic, Shadow, and somehow Big forming a team in Sonic Prime. I mean, it wouldn't be all that unconceivable. Because
They'd
Big
have to
doesn't
team up to
really
take down Dr.
change
Snake Man.
much. Ah!
Dude, where's my Super Big? It's been too long.
This is true. What was the last time he was able to go
I'm
super?
Super Big.
Heroes? I think it was
I know
Heroes
Big's like
that was
a-
the last time he was able to go anywhere near super. And you can't
I
even
know he's
roll
The
like
only
all
ones
that.
who went super are Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Everybody else just kind of stayed back.
Well, and
Yeah.
I don't even consider that super, to be honest with you. Tails and Nux got fucking shields. They got bubble shields.
I don't, but
That's
apparently, canonically, they went super, so there you go.
I call bullshit.
And how do you really feel, Dylan?
As that's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I mentioned this, kind of briefly backtracking to the whole Prime thing, that one of the things that I've been meaning to do is make a fan rewrite of Prime the way that I would have done it. Because it's just, like, there's so much potential. It's kind of like, honestly, kind of like Sonic Forces, where it's just like it had all of this potential, all of this beautiful build-up, and then the execution was not even a thought. Like, it just didn't come to anything.
Well, you see,
Might
if I
change
were writing
your-
Sonic Prime, Dr. Kleindast from Time Cop would be the main villain.
Nightshade, you're not far off. That's basically my thought is like, okay, if they did not change color and turn fucking gold, and their hair is not standing on end from the static discharge, that's not super. It's a fucking excuse. And to me,
It's funny because I was gonna compare it to fan debates on whether Goku turned Super Saiyan in Lord Slug.
yeah. And I mean, like, honestly, another form that I really wish Sega would make more use of that we haven't seen since S3 and K, the first time that we saw it, is the hyper forms. Like, I love the fact of hyper
those are
tails
never
with
coming
all the
back.
flickies and
Well,
shit.
Yeah, no.
well, like Brandon said, those are just straight up never coming back. They don't.
No,
even
I
consider
know,
it
but a
canon,
man can dream, alright?
Like Ian Flynn, like just even tried to like get it back in Frontiers, and they just straight up turned it down. So.
Yeah, no, I know. Because
Takashi is Duka, staff
Yeah.
member of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Hates the hyper forms.
Yeah, it honestly drives me nuts because those forms, A, they have a ton of potential. B, they're the answer for what happens when the Chaos Emeralds aren't enough. And C, fucking Hyper Tails. No explanation needed.
Yep.
He's just epic and I love him.
Yep.
Super Emeralds? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I love the way that you get the Super Emeralds. Like, the lore of them is so interesting. Is like, okay, well, what happens when you take the Master Emerald and you use its power to control the Chaos Emeralds to make them stronger? You know,
Well, you
to-
see, according to
to-
Sega, the Master Emerald doesn't have any special abilities, even though it makes Angel Island float.
I was just gonna say, and that is another case where, and say it with me, I call bullshit!
Well, Ian Flynn called bullshit on it, and they just ignored him, so...
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it makes the island fucking float. Us casually lives in the damn thing with Takao.
Yeah.
Metal goes super using it in 3 and K. Fucking, like, the dude, that That's just a load of baloney. Sorry, I get really passionate about this stuff.
I can tell.
That was also prior to this whole let's make everything consistent and whatnot era where they kind of haven't been doing that fully.
Yeah.
But, they're at least doing it better.
Sega will only let them do so much. I'm surprised they let them do this much.
Well, yeah, and that's like one of my big issues with this is the mandates from SOJ where they're like, oh no, but Sonic can't feel things. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean he can't feel things?
Good thing Paramount can just ignore everything.
Well, and that's the thing, is that you have Paramount making the absolute, you know, peak that is the Sonic movies where they don't have to care about that crap.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I agree. Like, you can't have a major power source and not have a purpose besides making Big Island float. Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, well, and here's the other thing.
It
Nightshade.
controls the Chaos Emeralds too. It's the
Well,
Master Emerald.
that, and like, you're throwing away a whole ton of lore. Like, what the hell do you need the Master Emerald chant for then?
Why even bother even having Knuckles guarded if it doesn't?
Yeah, like, what's the point? It's just a rock.
And apparently
Yeah,
he's not allowed to do much of anything with other
Yeah,
ones, so.
I was gonna say that it's the same time that they told the comic writers that they can't have Knuckles involved unless if it has something to do with the Master Emerald or Angel Island. So
Yeah.
like it's just even by their own standard,
The Master
it didn't
Emerald
make any
has to
sense.
have some importance, because clearly it's still a thing that Knuckles has to care about. Like, I don't...
Oh no, he's just autistic and he has a hyperfixation on the Master Emerald.
I mean, that sounds more like, you know... I mean, you know, that... I would be somewhat okay with that, but it's still a dumb decision. Like, okay, but how do you explain the fact that it can control the fucking Chaos Emeralds and make Angel Island float, and casually hold the God of Chaos of the same name? And a random McKinney.
You leave Ian Flynn on red, apparently. That's how you explain it.
Basically. Well, and Kit, that's basically what we were saying is, you know, if it's just some damn shiny rock, why was Knuckles told by whomever told him this, because there is no Knuckles family, why dedicate his life to protecting something that doesn't even matter? Like, I don't... Even kind of going down the, oh, well, maybe he's hyperfixated route. Even hyperfixation fades, especially if it's on something that holds no real value. Like, in order for a hyperfixation to stay around, it has to have some sort of value to the person fixating on it.
I think Sonic Boom was joking. I'll just say that.
No, I know, I'm just being over-analytical.
Oh, I was the one who joked about it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that was just me being kind of a goofball. Also, I'm getting my ass handed to me in Atomic Destroyer. Jesus Christ. Well, and okay, that's a great question too, Nightshade. Why does everybody want this useless shiny rock? Like, the only person who it would sort of still make sense to want it is Rouge, because ooh, shiny. But even then, it's like,
A big
but
emerald's
why?
a big emerald, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's... Rouge I could understand, because she just likes gems, and she sees, oh, cool, giant gem, I want. But why would Gun be interested then? Why would anybody give a royal fuck? Outside of possibly Knuckles. For whatever reason they have you. Oh, shit. I thought I could cheat that. I inevitably cannot. How am I doing on time? Hour and a half? Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I think the two of us were making pretty good time today. Let's see about how this section goes.
Yeah. I'm gonna make
Nice
really...
of Sonic to follow along.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for dying with me, Sonic. Means a lot. I can't do a Tails voice. I don't even
sounded
try.
like Jason Griffith.
I was just gonna say, all I can do is my half-baked Sonic impression. Which is heavily based on Griffith. To the agony of some people.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Also, can we have a more interesting Rouge in general back? She's more than just a thief, Sega.
Well,
I
and
don't think
that's...
that they really changed her personality-wise too much. It's just the whole design thing.
Yeah, which I mean... I get both sides of the whole design change argument. Like, okay, let's be honest. Ever since fucking Sonic Adventure 2, she's been boobs to the bad. Like, seriously. That's part of her personality.
No one's gonna change their opinion on Rouge, no matter what they do.
Well, the
So,
thing is, like...
Gonna...
You know, you're not gonna just casually erase people who simp over Rouge. Like, okay. They will still simp over her. They will correct for your removal of cleavage.
No more cleavage, but she's gotta have fucking cake though. Give her a big ass!
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Also, yes, I did indeed get a game over. Game over!
It's nice that they started him back on the act though, and not the entire fucking zone.
Oh yeah, no, this game is thankfully a bit forgiving with game overs, and thank fuck for that, because otherwise this would be hell. It's still a bit annoying in Atomic Destroyer, but it's okay. I'm making decent time, I'm within my allotted area, I should be okay. And honestly, I love this fucking remix of Atomic Destroyer. Because, again, it's one of those things where it is honoring the original, but also its own thing. And it's epic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kit, you do have a point. All of the characters in Crossworlds basically say something to the effect of, Rouge, you're a thief.
I mean, it's true though.
Well, yes,
yeah.
but it, especially for somebody like Tails, you would expect more. Like, okay, you know, you're not gonna get anything out of anybody.
I mean, have we seen the one with Sonic? Because that one's I'm surprised that's in the game.
Yeah, no, that one is funny as hell, to be honest with you, because it has some very interesting implications, Mr. Sonic.
Boobs.
Don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't understand, but at the same time, I'm like, big boobs exist, and Rouge isn't the first character to have them, and no one cares. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, so what? You've got a few people that simp over her. Big whoop.
Yeah, you know, like if they want to change the design, that's you know, that's their right. That's kind of what I said in the video. Just if you do it, just do it in a way that makes sense, bro.
Well, and that's the thing, is it doesn't, like, I've seen, I don't even know how many fan-made comics exploring this question jokingly, but where the hell did they go? Like, did she have breast reduction surgery? Like, what happened?
I don't think that they're gonna have an explanation for that, but if they
no,
want
I
the
know,
design to be
I
different.
know, but I'm just saying, like, me as the person I am who asks the questions that nobody else really cares about, I want to know what in the hell happened between A and B. Like, give me some continuity, damn it. But then again, continuity in a Sonic game? What's that?
Well, you see, the Master Emerald shrunk Rouge's breast.
I mean, I would accept that. Like, okay, cool. Just a random power of the Master Emerald or a random side effect. It's done other weird shit.
I was just thinking about it now, and I'm kind of sitting here giggling that although slight, the possibility that they would have had an explanation for it in Japanese, I guess.
Yup! Well, as I said, I've seen a whole ton of fan-made comics where it's Rouge sitting in a hospital bed and then some character, like, comforting Rouge as she comes out of medically induced anesthesia. And they were the ones to whom the material went.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not gonna get too far into that, because that's a little on the NSFW side of things, but...
Yeah.
Funny nonetheless.
They perfected
Absolutely.
Big's rival dialogue, except that he mistook Metal Sonic for Sonic. A comment of him referencing Heroes of Metal kidnapping Froggy or something.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody, well, almost everybody in the game makes some comment toward Sonic, or toward Metal, that is either comparing him to Sonic or straight up mistaking him for Sonic.
Big would. Let's be real.
You've only met him the one time.
Yeah, well, Big would. Big I didn't question, because that makes sense. Big wouldn't know. Big wouldn't understand what in the hell was going on, and that's fine. That's the one that I can let them get away with. It's like, alright, Big didn't realize. Yeah, Zavok being scared of Big is hilarious, especially because they've never really interacted before, I don't think. Because I know Big wasn't in Lost World, and Zavok hasn't really been around other than that, as far as the game continuity is concerned.
The only other, like, canon one where he made a physical appearance before that was Team Sonic Racing, and Big wasn't in that, so...
I was just gonna say, and Big wasn't
I guess
really in
like,
that.
they were within proximity of each other
At some point.
Since the IDW comics are canon now.
Yeah.
Like in the Metal Virus, but they didn't, as far as I remember, they didn't even really interact.
I love the Sonic Adventure 2-ian response of, what do you mean he wasn't there? He was always there, just in the background.
This is looking a lot like a I can't believe the game ended Atomic Destroyer Act 2 moment.
Yeah, no, this is looking bad, but I'll figure it out. I've got time. Fuck.
We've got time.
I can't believe it's not done! In the sequel to I Can't Believe It's Not Butter that nobody was expecting. Yeah, I mean, that's about the closest answer that we get, is that something about Big just made Zavok feel threatened, feel like it was a powerful enemy that he needed to be careful of?
He's big.
Well, and I'm just like, okay, it might just be the literal stature of it.
Yeah, and
You know.
he's a power character, don't you?
Well, that's true.
Yeah, man.
Alright. Yep, you're gonna take the fake emerald. Thanks, Knack. Real helpful.
Knack, you dirty fuck.
That wasn't so smart now, was it? Next time, read what it says. Also, cleared the damn level. So we're on Act 3. So it may still be, I can't believe it died on Atomic Spoil, but it's not gonna be Act 2.
We're in the post game now, folks.
Yeah. Another remix that I absolutely adore.
Honestly, might want to take a crack at my own rewrite of Prime someday, or at least write down some ideas. Force is another one on the list, but I got so many ideas for rewriting Forces. You know, when I put Forces at the goal, I did kind of think, and it was after I posted the video, so obviously I wasn't going to change it, but I was like, you know, Prime might have been a better choice first, because
Shit. Yeah. No, honestly, I started...
Do Prime next year.
there's an idea.
But I started with a fan rewrite of Forces forever and a half ago that incorporated my OC and kind of some of my original characters, and it was a mess, and I just kind of let it go. So I need to retry that at some point in time. But I do think that the Prime rewrite is more like a thing that I would be likely to sink into. Also, game over, yeah. That's 2.
Game over, yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Eggman's wearing his version of a frog suit.
Nice hits, Sonic.
I guess that's what you can call it.
I don't remember the actual name of the mech that he's in, to be honest with you. Big pointy thing with plane. Thanks, Sonic.
Fuck you, Sonic.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I got zapped to death. The problem is doing this on 3 rings. So I've got to not be an idiot about this.
You gotta go out of your way to get a ring back.
Yeah, well, and that's the issue, is I keep cornering myself on the far corner there, because I'm trying to get in as many hits as I can, which is a decent strategy, but I can't fucking corner myself, because then the rings will just launch off the screen. And if they go off the screen, you're done. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Ow.
Better than fighting one of those bosses in the classics where...
Oh, heavens, yes. I will take this
floor
boss
is,
over the original any day.
Like the floor is programmed a little weird, so like the ring will phase through it.
Yeah.
I remember that mainly being an issue in a Sonic Rush.
There's
It's an issue in a lot
definitely a
of
few
Sonic
examples
games.
in the classics, like Flying Battery Zone is one, for instance.
Yeah.
Bob was pointing out, I love that there's a mod that gives Big Eggman's jacket. Yeah, that was a fun,
Oh, I didn't.
set of dialogue between them.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I don't want to be standing here.
At least it puts you right back there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I was saying as far as this game being a bit forgiving with the game overs. It will usually put you right back where you were, plus or minus a little bit of progress. But it's never frustrating. Like, it's honestly really well balanced. Fuck. Alright, when you stop, go! Go, 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 go! Sorry.
We've learned that Tails' face is not a weapon. Why is this music reminding me of Super Godzilla?
I don't know, Skull, but that is a funny one. Oh, fuck. Well, that's 3.
Oof. Oof.
Kit with another Shatterverse idea. Froggy is a tyrannical ruler of an Eldritch, or an Eldritch being in no place, and Big is his underling.
Honestly, that would be hilarious, and I would be all for that.
Evil villain Froggy, let's go.
You just make that the premise of the entire show, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'd watch it.
Have Froggy be the big bad.
Netflix, get on it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what... I know that this is another moment where it's just like, oh, well, you're dreaming, but... I really wish that they would just, like, find a way to continue the show anyway.
That'd be nice.
You know, like, maybe find a way to un-06 the shit. Because it's possible. You could do it with or without a retcon. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is where he stops. Yes. Alright, you're gonna go down there. Bonk. Bonk. Remember, folks, Tails' face is legally classified as a weapon. It's cute, adorable, and deadly.
Dang it. Talking about his face makes me want to go get my plushie.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
anywhere.
Yes! Run! Come on, Tails! Not so fast! Oh yeah! Main story complete!
I feel like it would be more impactful if the Shatter Space was truly gone and parts of their Shatter counterparts' memories are there with this. Oh, you know what? That would have been an interesting.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I do too.
I do think that the Shatterverses kind of had to be undone because it was creating some kind of fucking imbalance in the multiverse or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get that, and I get that Sonic is like, okay, I have to listen to my friends a little more and shit. So yeah. It's just the way they got there. Oh my god. Sonic the Fighter.
Not so fast! Nah!
Yeah, I feel you. I like that.
I love this animation so much. Chaos control!
Let's fucking go!
Beat his ass, Sonic.
Evacuate. Final
Hopefully this one.
trouble! Yeah, so this is the thing that I might not be able to do. We're gonna try, though. I do remember a little bit of how you actually, deal with him. So that's good.
I was gonna say, you're getting it so far.
Yeah, you've got this first phase is
you're doing
not
great.
the worst. I just have to watch my ring count. Alright. Phase 1 over. Oh. Ha.
Ooh, damn.
I'll say that they are way more generous about rings.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah.
In this than a lot of others, so
You still have
should
to
be
worry
alright.
about it, but not as much.
Yeah.
I mostly do it just to be safe. But yeah, no, this is not like S3 and K where it's just like, oh, even if you beat the final boss, if you had less than 20 rings, you're still fucked.
Yeah.
Because you gotta have enough
I'd
for
make
it to
the
actually
argument that,
register.
3 and K, those rings regenerate those, so you can just stall the boss for.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as you don't get the time over.
Yeah. Yeah. Because one thing
Welcome
I
back,
do remember.
who says, kick his shiny metal ass.
Kick my shiny metal ass! I need, like, I just need Metal to say that now, like, just casually,
Right.
my shiny metal ass!
Metal
All right.
beats, metal meets Bender.
Yes! Fudge.
I'd love that.
Fudge. What am I supposed to do here? Other than die, son of a bitch.
Oh.
Thank you for the
Oh,
you can do it kit. I'm gonna try.
And welcome back to Swift as well. Says now Metal looks like a Mega Man character, which
He
yeah,
kind of
actually.
does.
Yeah. He does.
Alright, so this first phase is nothing really to worry about other than just trying to rack up rings.
Exactly.
If I could get hit a little less, that would be great. Come on. Falling out of space! It's a homing missile! There we go. Actually avoided that this time. I did not avoid that. If my throat was not beginning to get
Rings.
sore...
Get all the rings.
Yeah. I have no clue what I'm supposed to do right now. I'll be completely honest. Other than trying to stay alive.
I'm trying to remember too.
I think you might have to pelt his
it's not
flame
clicking.
back at him? No, definitely not.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, don't run to the
Fuck,
blue
fuck.
beams. You're gonna, or you'll die again.
Yeah! Well, I was hoping that... I remember something to do with, like, loosing into him, but I don't remember the phases well enough for that.
I think there's some opening that he gives,
Yeah, there's
and you
gotta
gotta
be an
like
opening.
get him in the chest piece.
Oh,
I
right
think.
there!
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
so hit him in the head.
No, it's
When
a
he
chest
opens
piece,
up.
you were right.
Somewhere generally.
Yeah. Come on, rings.
You're missing like every ring. Yeah.
No, I know!
Oh.
Supersonic is not easy to control, and I'm gonna die to hitting the ground here not too long. Right!
Right there. Oh man.
I didn't die to hitting the
Okay, well,
ground, but...
At least you know where to aim for now.
Yeah, no, that's progress. That's all I'm asking for. And I think
If I remember correctly, the third part, he's a lot easier to hit.
Yeah, I remember that too. Since here he's not really an issue. He's just annoying.
Yeah.
lot of his attacks will just set you back. They won't actually, like, cost you rings.
Mm-hmm. I do like that the background changes are a pretty good indication of where you are in progress.
Yeah, well, actually, it's not anything to do with progress. It's everything to do with time. If you can the way you run out of time in this stage is if you take too long, you will collide with the ground. You will just come straight into a stop at the ground, because I've done that. That's your time over here.
Then we got Nightshade asking, isn't that the same kind of design as Shard from the Archie comic?
Yeah, it's more or less the general idea.
Shard is based off the, like the alt skin from the Rivals games.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna elect not to hit you this round just because I need the rings. I want to keep about 30 on my person.
Yup. Keep 30 on your hedgehog.
Yeah. Nice thing is now that I know where to hit him. Alright. You're changing again. Next phase. Well, you're bigger now, so that you're an easier target. But so am I, because your attacks are
so is his attack.
Fudge.
Oof.
Well, it's a lot easier to just bum rush him now, so...
Yeah, well, then that's the thing. The problem is rings.
Rings. Yup.
That, and once I see the ground, I'm fucked!
Oh.
I can't have been that far from... What do I got for time, Skull?
Honestly, we started at 4:30, and I projected that both of our segments were gonna take like 7 hours total. So
Okay.
technically speaking, you have an hour and 15 minutes to.
Alright. Well, hopefully it will not come to that.
Yeah, if Rabbit can get a second game in, that'd be great.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm asking you, is basically if you tell me, yo, enough is enough, then enough is enough. It's also getting
My
later
game's gonna
into
be
the night.
pretty short, so yeah, I could just put second one in here.
But I should have this. It's just a case of execution at this point. Because I know how to do
This
it.
is your highest ring count so far. So,
Yeah, well, this time I'm not worrying as much about the whole timing out, because I remembered it's literally 10 minutes. So it should be plenty of time. And clearly, time is not the enemy in the hitting the ground sense, it's in the ring sense.
Yeah.
Because Supersonic
Yeah.
is a hungry boy. Oh,
High metabolism.
yep. Hits all those chili dogs, I swear!
Yeah, you know, it's how we can eat those chili dogs. You know, it's getting
Yep.
really fast.
Burns it
metabolism,
out.
You can just run it off.
Yep.
Yup.
Is a you know, king's platter of chili dogs, and then he can just run off all the calories in his next jog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man.
I always
Sonic-
kind of headcanon that Sonic would have to eat like a hobbit. Like, he's
Yes.
got to have several breakfasts, because one is not enough.
Yup. No.
Second breakfast, 11.
Yep. Yeah, so we
Sonic, man, he is just a model of health that nobody
Sonic
can
Man,
fire
how would
to.
you come back?
Oh yeah, Sonic Man too. Yeah.
Well, if it isn't my best friend, Sonic Man.
This part is killing me in rings. I'm still doing okay. Just deep breaths.
Yeah, honestly, if you just hang back like that, for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah,
The problem is trying to avoid his laser.
that and making sure you get enough hits before the ground shows up.
Well, as I said, I'm pretty sure that that's
There you
9
go.
minutes. Okay. Sonic Rush style! Butt mash, baby! Come on! I'll show you what I'm made of! Bye-bye!
We did it!
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Alright! I actually completed the game! Woohoo! And honestly, I'm
Yeah,
5
buddy.
minutes over. That's not bad at all! Because I told you about 2 hours, I'm at 2:05.
Oh, from what I remember, you told me 3 hours, so like.
Oh,
we
okay,
are,
then I'm an hour fast!
yeah, we are well above schedule.
Yeah!
I thought I
That's
told
why I
you
was mentioning
2.
like Rabbit could potentially do a second game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm definitely gonna do a second game.
okay. But yeah, no, I'm glad that I told you 3, because that means I'm far rather ahead of schedule than the other way around, but...
Yeah.
Woo-wee!
Oh, wait! GG's.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. We got TZ saying well done. Let me
Thank
check
you.
this one more time. Okay, we're still at 510 in terms of donations, but still plenty of time left to get your donations in if you want it on one of the prizes, or to get us to our next secret stretch goal, which of course is the 24-hour event.
Thank you, Kit. Thank you, everybody. As I said, every year when this comes around, it's probably one of the events that I get the most excited for because of what it's for. You know, this is one of those cases when I can actually go have some fun with some friends and do some good. So,
Mm-hmm.
Second that. Oh,
And
man.
you know, actually, since it is so close to 10:30, I think it'd be a good idea after the credits are over and everything, and just play our call to action again.
Yeah.
And then I'll let everyone know how to get to part 3.
sounds good to me. But yeah, massive thank you to all of these wonderful folks scrolling up your screen that made this game possible.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, to all of you guys who made this stream and the donations and, you know, everything possible, you know. We're here for you because of you, so.
It's been quite a time today thus far. We're just about 2 parts over. About to start number 3 of 5. We got plenty more action up ahead.
Yeah, buddy, as you say.
So chill. Just a lovely game made by all these fantastic people here. Nice way to do some more of this extra life event. and everything. Um, so yeah, before we give you the details on oh, hey
Mark
Knuckles,
Knuckles! Okay.
cool beans,
Knuckles
And Fang.
and Fang.
and Fang.
Alright.
So
Let's
before we
put
give
out
you
this.
the details on part 3 and whatnot, uh, we are just about at the 6 hour mark here, so we're gonna remind everyone again, just one more time of what exactly we're doing and what we're doing it for, and what all of your donations to the hospital go towards. So, Dylan, without any further ado, let's cue up that video.
Okie dokie. I'm just going to push a couple of buttons to make sure that things don't duplicate, and then I hit this button to do that.
Thank you for tuning into our Extra Life charity event, giving a helping hand to the kids of Corewell Health Children's in Royal Oak, Michigan with the power of gaming. Extra Life is a program of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Every day, CMN hospitals treat over 17,000 kids for sickness or disease, physical, and mental health related issues. It takes a lot of money to provide the best service these kids deserve, which includes reduced cost service, research and treatments, equipment, training for hospital staff, education for families, and extracurricular activities such as games and visits from emotional support animals so that patients can better deal with long-term hospital stays. Every dollar donated helps no matter how big or small, and if you're otherwise unable to afford a donation, spreading the word is a great way to get involved as well. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, and thanks once again for joining us today. Alrighty. So again, that's what we're here for. Uh, that's what we're doing, and all that. Swift, I have gotten my sleep. We got plenty more marathon to go. Uh, and Wah, I wish you a good night. Um, so for part 4 of sorry, no, part 3. Part 4 is later. Part 3, uh, Rabid will be playing Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit and a mystery game since Dylan and I were able to finish our segment so early. Uh, so uh, yeah, stick around here in this chat. Once the stream ends, I can get the link generated for the next part and post it in the chat so that you guys won't be left behind. Um, and again, when we commence uh, part 3, I remembered this time, uh, then Rabid will be up and running with AVGN, and we'll see you there in a few minutes. So, Dylan, thank you so much for contributing to today's activities.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'll probably be sticking around for a little bit longer at least. Just chill out and enjoy the events.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Uh, and yes, Swift, I thought that your take on Princess Skull was very lovely. I see you and Nightshade are also getting tired, so if you guys got to get to bed, then all's good. And I hope that you had fun and have yourselves a good sleep. Uh, so again, everyone, Rabbit is up next with Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit and whatever his mystery choice is going to be. So stay tuned for that. We will see you in a few minutes. Stick around in this chat because I will have the link for part 3 very soon. So you can follow us over there and continue the marathon that is Extra Life Game Day 2025 with all of us. So I think that just about covers everything. I think. Uh, so
there is one
yeah.
other small little thing that I'd like to cover, and that is I did game over a couple of times, and I do want to help out a little bit. So I have just chucked some funds into the thing.
Oh man! Oh, hey, $50. So we are now up to
Ooh.
$560. Thanks to Dylan's contribution.
Yo.
A big thank you, my dude. We are now sitting at 560 as we prepare to go into part 3.
Yeah, of course. Every
Jeez.
I've been planning this out for a little bit, so I just wanted to do that before my segment cut off, just as my way of saying thank you again for having me and showing support for a wonderful cause.
And, it's greatly appreciated, my dude. In both ways. Uh, so yeah, a nice note to end on. Another $50 to the cause. Uh, And yeah, again, we will see you guys in just a few minutes with Rabbids part. So stay in the chat. I will have the link and stay tuned for more.
Alrighty, see you
Yeah.
all in the next part. We've got plenty more fun and chaos, I'm sure.
It's true.
For now, bye.